Hey, so we're back here with my mini bike, this Coleman bt200x. In that last video, we put this Predator 212 on it. It seems to be a good engine. Off camera, I put this aftermarket exhaust on there. It's still pretty quiet. I'm trying to get the exhaust away from my leg so when you ride it, you don't burn a leg. It's got plenty of power down low. It'll pull a wheelie off the line, but it's not using the full range of the CVT. I think it's geared a little too high. So I'm going to be taking the stock 50 tooth sprocket off and putting on a 60 tooth. It's bigger in the rear. That will increase the power, but my main goal is just to have more usable power engine RPM up top. So I need to take the sprocket off, and I have the new chain as well. If I don't see much of a difference, or if it's just not ideal, then I'll go back to the 50 tooth. Like I said, I'm not trying to gain more power, so I guess it's just trial and error. So I need to get this belt cover off, pull the chain off, then I'll pull that back wheel off there, and then we'll get that sprocket taken off and switched out. So I've got too many projects going on. I really don't want to do too much of this, just get it buttoned up. It runs really good, doesn't have any issues, so I guess anything we do to it is just, I don't know, extra work. The next thing we're going to do, we'll find that master link and we'll go ahead and pull this chain off. This chain was too short after I put that torque converter on, so it's actually got two master links where I pieced the chain together. I hope that new chain is long enough. So next we need to take this back wheel off. Need to take this axle out, loosen up these chain adjusters, and remove the rear brake. Let's go ahead and pull this axle out now. Don't forget these chain adjusters. You see how big this 60 tooth is compared to the 50. These bolts actually have a flange nut on the back side. We'll get all those in. All right, I got that on. Those are all torqued down. Next, we can get this wheel put back in there, and we'll start working on the chain. We got the new chain here. I'm hoping it's long enough. It may not be. I guess we'll see. Nope, looks like we're probably 3 links short. And the motor's as back as far as it can get. So yeah, since my chain is too short, I should have counted the links first. I'm going to have to use this little bit of chain here with 2 or 3 links on it. I don't want to, but it's kind of what I have to do for right now. So now that we got that on, even though it's got 2 master links in it, which kind of sucks, I'll go ahead and tension the chain back up, run it a few times, make sure there's no tight spots. It's also pretty important that you get this lined up as best as possible with these adjusters. Try snugging these up as even as possible. Might need to slide the engine forward. See, it's tight right there. Back this out a bit. So that should be good. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this wheel down. Go ahead and get this brake assembly bolted back up. So we got that bigger sprocket on there. So I'm gonna take it for a ride and see if we get the full range of the CVT now. Like before, it just didn't have enough power to fully utilize that. So maybe I'll see a change. I got the chain tight, got the back brakes hooked back up. I think it's ready to go. So I'm gonna do a quick speed run, keep an eye on that clutch and see if I notice any changes. Actually brought the speed up to closer to 40, 39, 40. So before the sprocket change with the 50, I was seeing about 34, 35. So we've gained technically 5 miles an hour. Now that's a little weird because you're actually up in the sprocket size, which would be more power, but the engine didn't have enough power to utilize the whole clutch system. So by bringing that down, lowering the gearing, it's able to use that 100%. So that's how we got the increase in speed. I didn't change anything else, just that sprocket. So that's the change I like to see. I really don't want to do the stage one. I don't mind that air filter. Maybe it's restrictive, but the issue is if you've seen any stage one or any other carburetor, is that them filters will start sticking out. I don't want stuff sticking out the side. And until I can find a better, setup for that type of thing, I'm just going to run the stock air filter. The governor is turned up a little bit, but it still has the governor on it. So I guess technically I feel comfortable just holding it wide open the whole time. It'll sit, man, I forgot what RPMs because my battery's dead on that. But we'll just say about 4,000 RPMs. I don't know. But you can hold it wide open and it'll be at like 4,000 RPMs, which is, I guess, a safe range for this engine if it's able to do it. I feel like that's no different than it being on a log splitter or something, staying wide open, doing its thing. Maybe even cooler because of the airflow. Maybe less of a load, I'm not for sure. It is pretty flat around here. So that's the only thing I needed to do was change that sprocket. I'm not sure what I'll do next, but if I do something, I'll record it. So I'm gonna get that belt cover back on. I'll take it for a few laps, check that chain tension again, just make sure everything's tight and ready to go. I think I need to modify this a little bit more if you have to cut that out for that chain so I don't rub it. But other than that, it's ready to go again. So, until next time, thanks.